Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. We got a lot of topics here to talk about in TV, movies, video games, movies, pop culture, politics. No, just kidding. And I'm here with Aaron and Teddy. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. It's getting cold, man.
Oh, we had like fucking 2 weeks of fall. It's the worst.
It's getting shorter and shorter each year, and it's really getting on my nerves. There's no break.
Fall's my favorite season, too. That's why it's so unfortunate.
A hell of a couple of days.
I love those 65 to 70.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Well, it's the same thing with spring. We always go winter straight to summer. Yeah. We get bad springs.
Not a good spring.
I'm not a spring
You were
guy.
shaking your head for like 5 seconds. I'm like, does he agree? Does he disagree?
No, it's what it is. It's winter and summer with a couple of weeks in between of like perfect weather.
It's Game of Thrones season in New York. It literally is. Just winter is coming, and then
It stays for like 6 months.
Nights of summer. So I just want to let you guys know that you can send in your fan questions at nerdsoupforyou@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us at nerdsoupforyou. And yeah, you can listen to us on iTunes and SoundCloud and not Spotify or Google Play. We'll get that done. Stats is still working on it. We got Stats working hard back there.
Where's he been?
He's been working on getting us on Spotify.
Okay.
It's a tough job.
Doing a hell of a job, huh?
Well, listen.
He's negotiating. He's getting us the good contract.
I asked him to find me a fact about Game of Thrones 2 weeks ago. Still haven't heard back from him.
He's on a great fact.
I haven't seen him in like 4 months.
No, I haven't seen him in years, really.
Wow.
I'm starting to think he's just a figment of my imagination. Wouldn't be the first time. But the first story that we have here is Wonder Woman. The new Wonder Woman movie, the sequel, Wonder Woman 1984, has been pushed back a year. Thoughts?
That's huge. I was reading up on stuff, and it says that this is going to be like the
stuff non-related to Wonder Woman.
I don't know why I said that. I was reading up on this topic, and they're saying that this is going to be like the reboot, or they might try and reboot the DCEU with this.
No.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
It could happen.
I think it's supposed to be a summer blockbuster movie anyway. And I think, when was it supposed to release? 2019?
November.
You know, what other films? I know Star Wars, but that's not until December. It might have just been a scheduling conflict and probably thought it could succeed more in the summer. I don't think it's that crazy because it's only, 7 months? You're not going to redo what you already had.
Yeah, but they're saying there's going to be major reshoots. And I think this is going to be their way of
Is there a chance
rebooting it.
It's not good?
No, I mean, movies have been pushed back before.
Yeah, I'm just saying sometimes when
every Star Wars has been pushed back.
Yeah, but
the new ones.
I know, but a lot of times when you hear pushbacks, a lot of people think, oh, what's wrong with the movie? Reshoots in particular. But I don't know. I think it's just the studio decision just to give it its own area where it could succeed the most.
I would like to think that Patty Jenkins has been given the full reins to make the movie that she wants after the success of the first one. So I don't think it's a red flag, but I would push back on the release date. I think November is the best time for a movie like this because you get like 4 months to yourself until the next big blockbuster comes out because that's Oscar season. So the people that are going out to the movies are the ones who are going to see these smaller films. The blockbuster people have already gone home. You can get them coming back if it's good enough. That's Star Wars proved that in December. That I don't know why they didn't release Solo there. So I like the idea that this could be the reboot though because I think I said that a couple months ago that you could just include the first Wonder Woman movie and this one and just say that's not part of Batman v Superman. That's just something else. Mm-hmm. This is the new DC universe. This is their Iron Man 1 and 2.
I wouldn't mind that, but I think that would just be too much right now. I feel like keep announcing stuff within the DCEU with the same characters. I feel like it would just be I don't know. I feel like maybe just sit back a while and plan it out rather than, we can use this and this and we can take the characters back, pick and choose who we want, what stories we want to keep. It just seems a little off.
If this is the reboot that I hope it is, Jason Momoa's Aquaman is going to be riding pretty heavy on that. If it's a blockbuster and he kills it, he's going to lock himself in there for a while.
Well,
if he flops, dude.
It feels like Aquaman is now trying out for the new universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, do you get to stay with Wonder Woman? I don't think they want to lose her if they're moving forward, or if they're just going to do Elseworlds because I guess the DCEU, I hate pronouncing it.
It's so hard to say it.
Yeah, it's just want to say DCU.
Well, now that they're losing Henry, I mean, can this also be why they're rebooting it and cast a new Superman now?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can get somebody else in there. And I think they're announcing that they're doing a Superman show on the CW. So for a long time, it was we can't have both.
Now it's like,
why are you sitting there like this? Like you're a mobster, like judging whether I can be part of the crew. You're like over there with your neck tilted all the way up.
My back hurts, my neck hurts, so that was like a comfortable position for me.
Stiff necks are the worst.
I'm fucking falling apart, man.
This guy was literally staring at the ceiling, but his eyes were looking dead at me. It's like, how is this humanly possible?
I swear to God, I was actually watching The Haunting of Hill House, and there's a particular jump scare. My neck kind of like tweaked out a little. But I've already been hurting. Like, my whole body's falling apart. It's not good. So, thoughts and prayers, send them my ways.
Yo, I was watching Hill House last night, and I fell asleep.
What episode?
Second.
Okay.
You're
making progress.
I know. Anyway, I fell asleep, and I ended up waking up to a jump scare, and I fucking shit my pants.
You can't fall asleep to horror.
Dude, it's a fucking scary show. It's no joke.
Oh, no, yeah, it's really scary.
I'm wincing sometimes at the screens. I don't want to get scared in my room.
No, I stopped. I was watching episode 9, and I stopped 10 minutes in because I was like, I need to take a mental break. I'll pick this up in the morning when it's daylight. I said that after every episode.
You ran through some episodes, or was it the first one you started with? Like, were you like 2 episodes deep when you started 9, and then you wanted to stop for a minute, or?
What?
When I started episode 9?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I get it.
I'm
I
saying
get
like you
it.
were watching.
Yeah, you threw me off.
I heard it the same way.
Yeah,
you
I
did.
was. Yeah, I was confused. No, yeah, it was like my 3rd episode of the night, so I was already kind of shook. And every night I watched it, I was like, I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow, and I never did. So it's like, what am I, a pussy? I need to wait till it's like 3 a.m.
I say the same thing. I'm like, it's just a TV show. You can't be scared of the TV show, right?
Except when I first started watching and my windows were open. I said this before, and the wind was pushing the door. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's pretty scary.
Wonder Woman, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, we don't know if they know what they're doing because the past has told us that they don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's a red flag. I think it's probably they have some movies lined up and they just want to take advantage of that spot in the summer. So
I think
it's hard to say. We haven't seen anything from the movie, so
I think it's good for them too because they're separating themselves from Marvel, like in terms of November. And when's Avengers coming out? May or April?
May, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you got like, what was that, 6 months in between?
Yeah, they're not doing November. They're doing June.
Oh, right. Oh,
2020,
okay. It got pushed.
Yeah.
It got pushed from November.
Yeah, I thought they should have stayed in November.
Okay. When you said before, I thought you meant they're staying in November.
I hear a lot of people say this too, that they need to separate themselves from Marvel. No, they need to be more like Marvel in terms of their success.
No, you need to be very like what they're doing.
You need to do what Marvel does.
Well, that's what maybe they're copying the snap. You know, the Thanos' snap, rebooting everyone.
Well, they were saying for a long time that it was going to be the Flash. That Flashpoint was going to be the one to reboot everything. Like 4 movies in. Flash hasn't even had a solo movie. And that was pushed back as well, too.
I can't do this anymore, man.
This keeps getting pushed back.
So annoying. This and more Fox with the X-Men, everything just keep getting pushed back. And I'm just not going to... Until it comes out, we see something, a trailer, I'm just putting it out of my mind.
Focus on here and now, right?
It's so stupid. Like, we're even talking about, a movie got pushed back 6 months. What can this mean for the DCEU going forward? I don't know. No one knows. Warner Brothers doesn't know. You don't know. Bo doesn't know.
I think I know. I got a pretty good
I actually think you can get...
I got a pretty good handle on this.
Yeah, come on. I might not know, but let's not point fingers at Teddy here.
Sorry, Ted.
I got the ins.
Yeah,
you got sources.
I got the ins and
Brothers?
outs in there.
Yeah.
Bugs.
I got my tunnel.
Chris Broussard of movies. All right, so let's move on to the next story. It's also superhero related. It's concerning Netflix and their Marvel shows. Now, a couple weeks ago, they canceled Iron Fist after Iron Fist Season 2. I haven't seen Season 1 or 2. And it was just reported a couple of days ago that they canceled Luke Cage. That's another one. I didn't watch Season 2. Season 1 was okay. So my question to you is, what do you think that Disney is planning here? Do you think that Netflix just... the shows weren't really being watched, and that's why they canceled them?
I think they realized and that they're going to stop for a little bit and stop doing these fucking pointless shows.
They're not pointless. I mean, I haven't seen Daredevil yet, but from all accounts I hear it's actually really fucking good.
I've heard Daredevil is like one of the best seasons that they've ever done for a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Not just Daredevil.
So I need to get... I'll probably do that after Hill House, but I hear Iron Fist Season 1 wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good. Definitely not to the standard of Daredevil. Jessica Jones Season 2 was very lackluster. Luke Cage, I watched like 3 episodes of Season 2 and I stopped. They're really just too long, and I don't know, they're not as gripping as the Daredevil series. I don't know what it is.
But
from all I didn't think, and I heard Iron Fist Season 2 was pretty good, and so was Luke Cage, but I don't know what their plan is. I guess maybe they're just... I mean, people are saying they might combine them, Heroes for Hire or something like that, which I wouldn't mind. That would be cool, but I guess they just weren't good. People weren't watching.
Is it easy to say that these characters just aren't likable? I guess they're not not real mainstream characters. Like Daredevil is a pretty big character.
They're likable.
But like, who's like Luke Cage, Iron Fist? Like what? Like who wants to see that?
the first seasons were all
Besides
pretty
the
good. Besides
diehard
Iron
comic
Fist.
fans.
If they're good, then they become likable, and that's the thing. Iron Fist, just the character of Danny Rand, that's just not Danny Rand. And Luke Cage was very true to the character. I actually love Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, but I say it all the time that I think the superhero genre is best fit on the big screen because they are epics. And a lot of people are saying that maybe they're just saving them for the Disney streaming service, that they're not only going to pull Iron Fist and Luke Cage, but in a couple of weeks we might hear Jessica Jones canceled. Daredevil Season 3, it's so great, everybody's watching it, canceled. Because they're going to move them to Disney Play or Hulu, because Disney is going to acquire a majority share in Hulu, and they have mature content. So maybe because Daredevil's rated R,
But the thing
and
is,
The Punisher's rated R as well.
yeah.
They just are.
But Netflix throws money at fucking trash, and they have so much stuff. So what's the point? I mean, people. I don't think it's their best shows they have, or probably not the most eyeballs, but people are watching.
They're too busy canceling their shows.
There's
that
a
people
strong
love.
reaction. A lot of people are like, and that always happens too when a show gets canceled, and everyone's like, "Oh, why are they doing this?" And everyone comes out of the woodwork. It's like, "Oh, it's my favorite show. I love the show. I watch every episode." You probably should have watched a little more when it was going
Yeah,
on.
it's like Toys
but
R Us.
it's not like Netflix is not like they're struggling to find content. So
What's also, they don't release their numbers.
no.
So we don't know how many people are watching these shows.
They could be doing good. And just
But
take
are they
their word.
making more money? I always wondered about this with like HBO and Netflix for a paid subscription. People are already paying for it. So if you're not watching it, you're still
Does
paying.
it really
for
matter? Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think it's just a matter of,
Getting
is
more
this show
people?
going to get more eyeballs? Yeah. If people aren't watching it that already have it, it could also turn people away. You're watching it, you're like, what is this crap? I'm getting Reddit and Netflix. I'm going to go to
Just
Hulu.
find something else.
That's extreme, though.
Well, I'm just talking about specific cases. There are definitely people that do that, but I think it's just a matter of building content that makes people want to subscribe. So if Iron Fist is going on season 3 and the first season was just absolutely trashed, season 2 they say was a little bit better, that's just not good for the brand.
Just to
But
keep
like you
putting
said,
out.
there is so much content that they have on Netflix. I think it's, how many original shows have they done? Like 500? And a lot of it is garbage. A lot of it, I don't think, has seen a second season. But I think that there's something to be said that Disney might be playing a con here by saying, oh, yeah, it's canceled. We don't want to do it anymore, but we're going to reboot it on our streaming service. I don't think people are clamoring to go see Iron Fist or Heroes for Hire on Disney Play anyway. You're going for the Star Wars show. You're going for the Loki show.
Yeah,
It's a nice little throw in.
Right.
Yeah,
You want to have enough
It's
content.
like a side, like, oh, have a nice piece of steak here, but I like to
Yeah,
enjoy the
exactly.
mashed potatoes, little vegetables.
people are going for Star Wars, and they're gonna end up seeing Iron Fist and
Yeah,
all those
right.
other shows.
Recommended for you when
Yeah.
you're done. It's, oh, what's this? Oh, yeah.
You don't know me.
You should have to say that.
You don't know what I want to watch right now.
I hate that. Like, oh,
Inside my head.
because of your interest in the Aviator, here's a documentary about planes. It's like, I don't want this.
There's a funny meme, too. I forget what he was watching, where it was the recommended was The Human Centipede. I think he was like watching a nature documentary. It's like, you might like this next. He's like, I don't think so, Netflix. Only time will tell. Similar to the Wonder Woman situation. But this one is a little bit more interesting because Disney might be being slick here. So, we'll see.
You see that Netflix is getting that Bodyguards show with
Almost
sorry.
at it.
Yeah. Fuck! I forgot his name.
Your ballsiest one yet, but you couldn't complete it.
I couldn't.
The Richard Madden show.
Yeah,
Bodyguards.
I had the pump fake gun up in the air and I missed the layup.
You had the ball. You were in triple threat position. You jab.
They're also getting like a Sandra Bullock and I forgot who else. I forgot. I'm just saying. I literally just read it before I got here.
We're falling apart here.
Yeah. What do we? Okay, so yeah, the Bodyguard, which I hear is great
I know.
with Richard Madden.
Were you trying to connect that to James Bond somehow?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I
had
would
it.
like
It was
to have
there.
seen you do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you had a tough
It's
road
too
ahead
much.
of you.
It was 2 steps.
Yeah.
It's a 2-step
I needed the
transition.
name.
You've only practiced 1 step, so
No, I had it. I just forgot the name.
You forgot his name, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you remember his name in Game of Thrones?
yeah, Rob Stark.
Okay.
God, I really wanted you to.
Easy. My favorite character.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about this news? Apparently he met with the
Chill.
Broccoli
I'm-
producers.
I'm the Rob guy.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you can't infringe on my.
So I need a new
copyright.
character.
Yes.
Your favorite
Can't
character
pick
is Cersei.
Well, Rob's my favorite Stark, so you got to
You
pick.
can't do that.
have
You can't take
yeah,
two
no.
characters.
You have to choose one, Cersei or Rob Stark.
I'm
No,
calling
Cersei.
Kangaroo Court.
Okay,
You
so
can't
then
have two
his is
characters.
Rob Stark.
But everyone knows I'm the Rob guy too.
You
I'll
can't
be
be
Rob
the
Stark
Rob
now
and the
for
Cersei.
Halloween.
You can't be. I could see that. See you pull
I
it
don't
off.
like 'em.
We're gonna get a fucking full Rob Stark costume in a week.
I can get one. I'll
I like
just wear a Jon Snow costume. Just saying, Rob Stark.
Could work.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Yo, they wear the meanest furs.
Oh, they do. The wardrobes on that show, the detail too. When you actually examine them, and they've got like little designs that match with their house.
Are they all fake? You think?
The clothes?
No,
No,
yeah,
like-
they're all CGI.
No, like fake furs.
Maybe. There was apparently they use
I was always
rugs.
wondering that.
They use like mats from IKEA to make the cloaks for the Night's Watch. Like they're just fucking mats. Yeah, but Richard Madden, apparently he met with the producers for James Bond, and he might be the one to replace Daniel Craig for Bond 26. So what do you guys think about this?
They should just have him and Henry Cavill fight to the death.
I was just gonna say.
Winner gets the role.
I don't
We're
know
gonna
who
have
I'd like better.
tryouts.
I want both of them to play it. Henry Cavill and
I think I'd prefer Henry Cavill, but I'd be thrilled to see Richard Madden play James Bond because I think he doesn't get as much recognition as the other Game of Thrones characters because he was killed off so early. You see like Kit Harington, Emilia Clarke, Sophie Turner, they've become these big stars now. And it would be cool because I think he's a really underrated actor and he's great in the show.
What was he? He was in the Cinderella movie with right? He was
Yeah,
Prince
Lily
Charming.
James.
Lily
yeah, I was gonna
James.
ask what his resume is besides Game of Thrones and Bodyguards. Is that all he has?
Well, I think he's been in other movies, other shows. He hasn't been in much. That's what I'm saying. Like
There's not a lot of like tape on him. You know, like that you can go.
Kit
off of.
Harington, he's in Pompeii. That's a big get.
all I need to see is they were boys.
Yeah.
And I know that man could play James Bond because he's good looking,
No one really
Stud.
got the accent.
If you think about it, though, what is Kit Harington? Like I just joked about Pompeii. He has this. What else?
Yeah, he was in that MI6 British spy movie.
Ah.
Wasn't that good? Gunpowder on HBO.
Emilia Clarke was in
So he's a
Terminator.
bum.
Well, she was also in Solo,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and she
I
was
forgot
been
about
in rom-coms.
that. But, they haven't really transitioned over to
Well, Emilia
film.
Clarke also just signed on for another franchise.
Ooh.
Not a franchise, but another rom-com with the star of Crazy Rich Asians.
Well, I was gonna say Sophie Turner probably had the best post Game of Thrones career. Well, not even post because it's still going on, but she's gonna have her own. She's leading a fucking X-Men franchise movie
Because
A
she was
Star
in
Wars
Apocalypse.
story. She's gonna be in.
Well, she's
Dark
in the next
Phoenix.
one too.
Is she going to be in Dark Phoenix?
Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
You think Apocalypse was better than Solo?
The movie sucked. Solo was better.
I like Solo.
I like superheroes.
You just
Did you see
doesn't matter.
Apocalypse?
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, go check the review.
Oh yeah.
Um,
No, I didn't see it at that time, but
So Richard Madden,
You recorded a podcast without seeing the movie?
yeah, it was funny. That's back when we had like 50.
Did you know?
yeah.
No.
We had like 50 subscribers. We're like, hey, that would be
Oh.
funny, right?
Was it funny?
No.
We thought it was.
Yeah, it was funny to us.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he would be the first Scottish James Bond since Sean Connery. So we'll get that. He's going to try and hide his Scottish
one right
accent,
now.
but yeah, that is true. I mean, so would you guys like to see him have the role
Absolutely.
over Cavill?
Oh.
Cavill's my number one. Well, actually, no, Idris is my number one, but that's probably not going to happen. Cavill, two.
I think Idris doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, there's so much
It
steam
sounds
for
like he
that.
just
and it
doesn't
kind of
wanna
just
do
died
it.
off,
Yeah.
and they're saying no, and there's
Well,
so
every
many
time he
conflicting
talks
reports.
about it, he's just kind of like, I'm not doing it.
Did they
Maybe he's trying to, throw a little curveball.
say how many Bonds there are going to be? Like, this isn't just going to be a one movie deal, right? There's going to be at least two or three of
he's
them.
definitely going to sign on for like 5. He's 32 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, Craig is 51. Could be the next Bond. He could be the Bond for a generation.
There a chance he comes back in Game of Thrones?
That's it.
They talked about Sean Bean. He
Yeah,
might have
some, like,
filmed a flashback, but
Oh.
a reunion show as well. Yeah.
What is this, fucking Flavor Flav?
Wouldn't it be cool
Flavor
though?
of Love and had the reunion after, and Pumpkin's going to fight in New York.
Something that's not canon though, but it's like an Elseworlds where Ned said no, that he never went south, so all the kids are just still there.
It's
And
like
they're
a
just older.
fucking feel-good family story.
Yeah, but it's just an Elseworlds that's
Everyone
not
loving
canon.
life.
It's like what could have been, and like John comes from the wall with Uncle Benjen. Like, actually, well, the White Walkers will still be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I'd love to see him in the role because I want him to get that recognition. Like
He
his
checks
other
off
co-star.
all the boxes
Yeah.
for Bond.
What,
Yeah,
are
he
the, what
does.
are the boxes for Bond?
There's a
box.
few of them.
Let's hear him.
Like you said, I'm already good looking.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
check,
Young.
Fact.
check,
Fact.
You
You
got
don't
the British accent.
check.
Scottish, but
You can get the British accent, though.
Yeah, you could do it. I'd like
Uh,
to see him go full Scottish.
What else is there?
You're the one with the Bond boxes.
I got 3 of them.
There's 3 boxes:
There's a-
good looking, young, British accent.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah, I
Bond.
know.
Yeah. All right, touche.
No, like good actor, charisma. Nothing.
Not in today's Hollywood.
If you got a British accent, you have good charisma.
Is that proven?
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Have you known Uncharismatic
yeah.
British actor.
Or a British person in general.
James Corden.
Well, it's a charisma in a different way.
Yeah.
Some people like it. I don't know who those people are, but I'm
Who's
really
that?
trying to think of uncharismatic British actors.
Who's that Australian guy you like? That does like that late night show?
Oh, no. Craig Ferguson,
Yeah.
Scottish.
He's nice.
Yeah.
I thought he was Australian.
I'd love to see him as Bond. No, he's Scottish. He does a great Sean Connery impression. It's like the only impression he can do. He's Scottish. Yeah, so let's move on. Another casting news. Apparently, the new Joker movie casted actors for Alfred and the young Bruce Wayne. And those actors are insert actors here in post-production. Did you guys look up their names?
I read the names. I don't know who
They're
these
nobodies?
I didn't.
people are.
Well, not nobodies. They're unknowns.
Yeah,
Okay.
to me, they might have been in something.
Jacob Tremblay
Yeah.
and Daniel Day-Lewis. What the hell?
Some up and comers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kid who's playing Bruce Wayne is pretty young, so it's not going to be like a
Batman, really?
No, not even close. But I thought it was gonna be like maybe teens. Well, obviously, Thomas Wayne's still alive, so it makes sense that he's younger. I don't know what role they'll play. It's kind of like, are they gonna show the parents get clapped again?
By the Joker.
Yeah,
That's got to set up like Joaquin Phoenix.
we already got
to
that
be
though
here
with
for a
Jack
while.
Nicholson's Joker,
Yeah.
and we've seen it so many times. I don't know. I guess
Seen what?
Bruce's parents get killed,
Oh,
and every fucking
R.I.P.
reboot. Yeah, in fact.
No, that's got to set up Joaquin Phoenix for at least 2 movies.
How?
He's not going to introduce Bruce Wayne.
Kid's like 6 years old, 10 years old maybe. I'm not good at kid ages.
All right, so you get like you just said, you
I feel like kids from 5 to 11, they're just 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6. I was with my nephew a couple of weeks ago. I was like, how old are you now? Like 7? He's like, I'm 12. It's like, are you going to 3rd grade?
you sure?
I'm in middle school.
I'm bad with the ages, not the ages, the grades with the ages. I don't know where kindergarten starts.
Yeah, it's 5 to 6,
5 or
right?
6.
It's 6 to 7, 7, 8. It's weird because
So
it's
6?
not the year. It's a school year.
Yeah.
But when I heard about this news too, I was thinking there's a couple possibilities. There could be a possibility that the Joker is just an older man, and Bruce Wayne is just a kid. And in this world, that we'll never see that story, but they battle when Batman becomes like a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, and the Joker is like 60.
That's mean. Now you're just picking on the olds.
Well, that's basically what Batman 89 was. I mean, Jack Nicholson was what, in his 50s in that movie. Michael Keaton was a young man.
He's a young 50.
So
They look older though. Like Joaquin Phoenix doesn't look that old.
right, but this could also be a flashback
Oh, okay.
to young Bruce Wayne, and at a time where the Joker didn't exist, where we just get like a scene where it's like, oh, maybe Batman is going to be the next one, so let's set up that he's in this universe, because we don't know why he becomes Batman. That's one of the great mysteries of Batman. We don't know what sparked it, the obsession. So we need to see that visually.
Probably killing the parents.
Well, we don't know that.
Oh, you're doing a bit.
So if it makes sense to show it to us.
That's why in the next one
On
he
screen.
becomes Batman and then he takes care of the Joker.
12-year-old Batman. They'd have to do like a flash forward, like 15 years at least.
Nah, I think 20.
Depending on how old this kid is. I don't know.
Well, Batman starts at 25. His parents are killed at 12. So it's a 13-year training.
Okay, I can be Batman in 13 years. Give me 13 years.
No, because in 13 years you'll be out of your physical prime.
You give me 5 years, I'll be Batman. 5 years of the right training.
Yeah, it's probably not that hard.
You know, I can't do it alone. You know.
Yeah, you need the
need the
mentors.
training.
You need the Ra's al Ghul. Yeah.
I can do it. I'm in my prime.
Yeah, but
still.
it's not just fighting. It's like you have to take all these courses in college.
I didn't peek
Like the
yet.
man has like 17 master's degrees.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, he speaks like 15 languages.
I have a bachelor's. I took a couple years of Spanish.
Got a
I got a
BA,
GED.
I got
got a BA in English.
I'm almost there.
You get your first master's, buddy, and then we'll talk about fighting.
Hmm.
Guy's a master of like 10 different. Come on.
Yeah, but masters are jokes. I think it's just like if you stay. I think it's if you stay in college long enough, you get the masters. Yeah.
In 13 years.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
You're not Batman. What would you guys like to see with this young Bruce Wayne character? Which route would you like to see them go?
I want to see him training. I'd love to see how he became Batman, like you just said. I think that would be the.
They kind of did that with Gotham. It's not really.
But it's a Joker movie.
Yeah, and you're not gonna.
No, well,
I mean, like,
guess
what role would you like to see him play in this movie?
spark the interest in becoming Batman?
Okay.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, it's the last thing I kind of want to see with
What
Batman.
the fuck's Alfred gonna do?
Well,
What's
it's like-
he doing?
Alfred in Burma?
I think in the end, like a little 20-minute scene.
That is one of the best scenes in The Dark Knight when he's talking about his boys in Burma when they were going after the bandit that was stealing the rubies.
Hell of a story.
Oh, so good.
Which Alfred's getting a fucking spin-off on
Best Alfred.
sci-fi.
Michael Caine
Yeah, I guess so. By default. Jeremy Irons, what did he really do?
turned some good men
Yeah.
cruel.
I like the concept of Jeremy Irons' Alfred,
Yeah,
but it's not really too much. And Michael Caine's pretty iconic. So,
he's so good.
what about the fucking old dude who was in the Batman and Robin one?
Oh yeah, he was awesome. And Batgirl
killing
was
it.
his daughter.
Yeah, something like that.
That was a weird time for Batman. As much as we complain about the DC universe now, just remember Batman and Robin.
His wife had the same disease as
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze,
Oh
his wife,
boy,
or something like that.
those fucking.
You tell me you didn't like seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, as a kid, I loved it. I had a Batman Robin poster on my wall.
I had a
as
Freeze
kid.
action figure.
I watched all of them like a year or two ago, and I'm like, wow, this is where actual. Imagine like this getting made today.
When my man pulled out the Bat credit card, I cut it off.
The best scene is the fucking street race with Robin.
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
Like how they have ice skates on their
Yeah.
shoes. And they didn't
Oh
even
my
know,
god,
they
a
didn't even,
museum?
pretty sure they didn't even know what the threat was. They just always have them.
So you never know.
Never
And
know.
the freeze puns are just amazing. I wish I knew some of them by heart, but
Poison Ivy was hot.
yeah, Uma Thurman.
You have the strangest takeaways from things, man.
Poison Ivy was hot.
She was, dude.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're going to do in this Joker movie. Everything that I've seen looks really good. This does make me a
PR
little
move,
skeptical because it's just I don't know what the purpose is of having Bruce Wayne in this movie.
PR move.
Yeah, Batman's going to be in it,
Yeah.
technically.
But the Joker is just as big as Batman, the mainstream audience for going to see a movie. He's the most iconic Batman villain, so I don't think you need baby Bruce Wayne to sell it.
Could be one of the most iconic villains in general.
Yeah.
It's interesting when you think of the biggest comic book characters in general, hero or villain. I always say it's Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Joker. I think Joker's in that top 5. And now Iron Man. So Joker is, yeah, like you say, he's just as big as an icon as Batman. So you don't need Batman, obviously.
Yeah. I don't
Just
care.
adds to it, you know?
Batman Begins better than The Dark Knight.
No.
No.
Better than The Dark Knight Rises.
Batman Begins is good.
It is good.
It's so
Not better
good.
than Dark Knight, though.
No, it's not. Some
Dark
people
Knight's
think it is.
stupidly good.
Yeah, The Dark Knight is better.
Stupid.
I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Comment Batman Begins, Dark Knight.
I'll
It's a
pull
debate that's been. You don't realize how
Oldest
close
time.
it is.
It's not oldest time, but
Who's Big Fred? You just said something about your polls and your
Wait,
last.
wait,
Freddy
wait,
Krueger,
wait,
dude.
wait.
That's you meant to beat Freddy Krueger?
What is the point?
yeah.
The funniest tweet I think I've ever read in my life. Will Smith needs to be in
Yeah.
Westworld season 3. Where does that come from?
I just got done watching Wild Wild West.
That movie was terrible.
You should have included that in the tweet. It would have made it much
That's funny.
funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have.
But the thing is with Teddy, it wasn't about the joke. It was genuine. Will
I
Smith.
wouldn't mind seeing Will Smith in it.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see Will Smith do
I'm a
something
big Will
good
Smith
for
guy.
a change. Yeah.
But no, I was reading a tweet. It's like, who was your nightmare as a kid? It's like, mine was Big Fred. I'm like, who the fuck is Big
I
Fred?
put Freddy Krueger in there. Freddy Krueger.
Was that like your uncle that like invited you over into the
Wasn't there a big Fred and Courage the Cowardly
Hey
Dog?
Ted, I got beer in the closet. What?
Wasn't there a Fred and Courage the Cowardly Dog? Freaky Fred? Yeah.
No, you know who's the scariest villain in Courage? The barber.
No, the mask. The mask thing? Well, no, but when that's holding like the thing, what is it?
Yeah, what is he? Return the flask or whatever it was.
What does he used to say to him?
What's your offer? He's trying to bargain with this extra dimensional demon.
I always think about it too. I was watching Hill House. I'm like, at what point are you just like, all right, let's
You just smack
square
him
up.
in the
You
face.
just square up at it. Like, all right, fuck
What
it.
do you want?
Let's go.
I always say that in a horror movie. I want to see where it's just like somebody just tries to fight the demon. Like, fuck you.
It's like, all right, you want to fucking do this?
Yeah,
All right,
what's special about you? I exist in this world. You're in that world. Let's.
let's duke it out.
Yeah. I think they do that in Insidious, where they're like, you have a power in this world.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, right.
Fair name.
The old woman,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
I'm done being bullied by you.
I would straight up, like in Hill House, the big tall guy, I'd fucking kick him in the shin. He's going down. Very top heavy.
He has no takedown defense. I'm single legging the fuck out of him.
Return the slab.
Return the slab. That's what it is.
No.
No free.
Yeah, no free ads for Courage.
Yeah, so I guess the last story that we have here is Chris Pratt going to star in the new Tyler Sheridan movie. You kind of sprung this on us. So
Yeah, I didn't even look anything up about
yeah,
it.
what are some of
is
the
it?
what are the deets?
It's
You got
Chris
the deets?
Pratt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Tyler Sheridan movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's called Fast or something.
Yep.
I don't know. That's interesting though, because speaking of like pushbacks, it was in Cowboy Viking Ninja. Something. What is that movie?
Cowboy Viking Ninja. Yeah.
I know.
That sounds good.
they lost their director, right?
Yeah, so
Wasn't it
that's got
supposed to be
pushed.
Michelle McLaren?
That's gotten pushed back, and Guardians Volume 3 got pushed back. So he's like, hey, I need something now. And Tyler
Biggest
Sheridan,
movie star in the world.
top 5.
This is all because of James Gunn.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm interested. Tyler Sheridan's fucking awesome.
Did you see the Sicario sequel?
Yeah,
Was it good?
wasn't bad, but he obviously written Sicario.
Wrote.
Yeah, oof, man, got lost in Teddy's brain for a second.
That was a good one, dude. Man, you really fucking knee slapped that one.
He liked it.
He's laughing at my joke.
No, he was laughing before. You just
No, I
weren't
kind
looking.
of laughing at the response. Like, wow,
Yeah,
you guys are both knuckleheads.
can't all be winners. The original
winner.
Sicario and Hell or High Water, great movie, and also Wind River was fucking fantastic.
Did he direct that?
Yes, I think that was his
Ooh.
directorial debut.
I see you, Ty.
He wrote all of them.
I didn't see Wind River either.
Oh, it's
another one
fucking
that is
awesome. It's
kinda-
on Netflix. It's really good.
Oh, should check
So
that
I'm
out.
pumped for this. He's so great at creating tension, and all of his movies are, I think, worthy.
He did direct Hell or High Water as well, right?
Did he?
I feel like that is him.
Okay, it might have been. I don't know. Check
No,
that
it was
out.
David Mackenzie.
Yeah.
And it's Taylor Sheridan. I've been
Taylor.
calling him Tyler.
I knew that too, but you called him Tyler, and I thought I was wrong, so I thought I would just go with it.
It was gaslighted.
Yeah, I didn't want to correct either of you, so that's why I didn't say anything.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pumped for this. He hasn't made a bad movie yet or wrote a bad movie yet, so. And he also what's the guy, the TV show?
Sopranos?
No, not Sopranos. It's with Kevin Costner. It's on Paramount or something.
Oh, Draft Day.
I forgot the fucking name, but
Kevin Costner's in a TV show? What the fuck?
apparently
This
it's
is
really
news to
good,
me.
and he directed some of it. So
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Kevin Costner's in a good TV show. Good for him.
yeah,
I love him as Pa
he
Kent.
really needed a bounce back after he completely ruined the Browns franchise.
And after he gave that speech in Batman v Superman. Yeah, so that's interesting. Chris Pratt working with you know what's interesting about Chris Pratt's career too is not necessarily interesting but
Yellowstone.
disappointing. Yellowstone.
Yep.
It's
Yellowstone.
disappointing that he's chosen so many mediocre movies after Guardians of the Galaxy. Because I think he's an actor that
Did he, though? Jurassic Park's not a mediocre movie.
The movie sucked.
which
I-
one?
Well, I'm saying, like, Jurassic Park's a huge franchise. Like, is that a mediocre movie? It
Well, the
turned
second
out
one
to be
is
a mediocre
a
movie.
horrendous movie, and the first one is probably
It's okay.
Yeah, but when you sign for Jurassic Park, you're
the
thinking...
second one.
No, the first one.
Yeah, it's
The second one was terrible.
I love dinos.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm
I
a
bet
big,
he
dino-
thought-
big dinosaur
I'm
guy.
a big dino guy.
I bet this guy thought he hit the jackpot, dude. Avengers, Marvel,
He made
what,
it.
I think
Jurassic
it's-
Park.
it's always
He's
a
making bank.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he's making bank, but I always think it's a mistake when these guys have their breakout role and they just keep going for the franchise movies. The best move he could have made was to do smaller things in between the Guardians films, like Christian Bale. What Christian Bale is doing now.
I think Passengers. That wasn't. I'm not sure if that's
It's-
necessarily
it's
small. Yeah, it was bad.
terrible.
It wasn't a big good movie, but I'm just saying, it's not a big franchise movie or something along those lines.
It was trying to be. It was trying to make a lot of money.
What's
Oh, yeah.
worse?
Well, isn't every movie trying?
Yeah, but that was trying to make extra, like hundreds of millions. That wasn't like if Chris Pratt would have done Hell or
Well,
High Water instead
yeah.
of Chris Pine. I would have liked to have seen him take on those roles, or even like American Sniper. I thought he could have played that character really well.
Cooper
I
killed that character, though.
Yeah, and Cooper's a great actor, but it's like even the movies like A Star Is Born, I could have seen Chris Pratt doing. I want to see him get his chops into something more dramatic, more gritty. Let's see, because a lot of people are starting to think he's not that good of an actor. He keeps doing the same thing in every movie, and they're bad.
Yeah, I feel like he's always Chris Pratt.
Right, I want to see him.
Yeah.
Give me something a little bit more that I can chew on. You know, like a.
Could you really see him in a drama, though? Like a serious drama?
I think he would have been perfect as Chris Kyle in American Sniper.
I can see that.
Well, what has he been in besides Passengers? What was that
He was in
Western?
Magnificent Seven. He
yeah.
was good in that,
Yeah, he was.
and that was good.
Yeah, but yeah, it's more of these. Yeah, you're right.
That's why I'm happy to see him work with somebody like Sheridan.
It's Taylor.
I was going to say Tyler.
T.
just now.
Sheridan.
Yeah, hopefully, because I love the vibe of all his films. They're all very, very tense and thriller-esque and very real gritty and grounded. It's not going to be Chris Pratt as we usually see him. It's going to be a more I think, grounded performance. So
More serious performance.
yeah, something different, and it's always
Yeah,
good.
I think he's got it in him too. I'd like to see him give it a shot.
I'm rooting for him.
I'm rooting for that kid.
Yeah.
That kid that was just in a $2 billion movie.
Well, I always see him as Andy from Parks and Rec. So
Oh yeah, I mean, and Andy and Star-Lord are not that much different.
Star-Lord's a little more in shape, but
Yeah, right.
you get the gist.
Well, Andy gets in shape too. He stopped drinking beer.
yeah.
You'd be surprised.
I.e. getting ready for a Marvel movie.
Right.
I want to know what they give the fucking actors, man. There's got to be they're juicing. They get fucking ripped.
There were a lot of
In
rumors that Ben
months,
Affleck
like-
was juicing.
Well, here,
I
Teddy,
want the Hollywood juice.
you know what the juice is?
What?
Ton of cash.
That could be it. Yeah.
Like I say, lose all this weight.
You can diet really
eat
easily. with all
Nothing
the
but
money.
fucking pre-made shakes and water for 6 months, but I'll give you a couple $1 million. You're doing it.
Do you eat a shake?
Yeah. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you drink it.
No, you eat it. Yeah. Do you?
You drink the shake.
You're drinking food and you eat food.
Hold on here.
Stu once said that the answer to this is simple. If you're drinking it through a straw, you're drinking it. But if you use a spoon, you're eating it.
Because you're eating soup.
Yeah. What if you're drinking
You
without
are
a
eating
straw?
soup, yeah. But you can drink soup through a straw. Changes the whole soup game.
You can't drink soup through a straw.
What is
That
this?
was a tongue twister.
You can.
Oh my god!
But you're missing
really?
out on a lot
Remember
of
those those bowls you had when you had when you
Yeah,
were
I
a
still
kid
use it. I
with
tweeted
the,
one
with the
out.
straw? Yeah.
for cereal.
But the thing
A
is that
cereal,
there's
though.
like chunks
soup.
of
You could do it with soup too. Same principle.
depending on what's in the soup though, you're missing out on half the soup.
You don't straw broth.
Well, if you eat all the good stuff in the if you eat all the good stuff in the soup first and you just have a bunch of broth.
you
slip
open
up
your
some-
mouth.
Right, that's
wide
what I'm
and drink
saying
it.
is that you have to drink and eat soup.
You open your mouth wide.
Unless
and
it's
drink
tomato soup, you can straight up just drink it
I love tomato soup.
with a grilled cheese.
Top 5 soups.
it. I don't know why you do that.
Tomato soup with a grilled cheese.
So good.
You don't like that?
Never had it.
No, it's a combo.
Oh,
I don't want to try it.
it's
Why
up there
not?
with like peanut
Tomato
butter.
soup
It's so good.
is like pasta. Like what's tomato soup?
Have you ever had a tomato?
Is it like pasta?
Imagine a tomato in liquid form.
I've never had tomato before.
You don't like ketchup?
I've never had a sliced tomato.
Top 5 soups go.
Chicken noodle,
Wonton,
That's a consensus.
obviously tomato.
wonton, egg drop.
Chicken and rice. Still the Chinese soups. Tomato. Big tomato guy. You got to get on that tomato gang, Ted.
I'll try it out.
Try it out. Get a nice grilled
Like-
cheese. Dip it in the tomato. Your whole life will be changed.
Or what you do is you make the grilled cheese, but you also slice the tomato and put it in between the cheese.
I don't like tomatoes
too much.
though.
Too much tomato.
No, a little slice.
And matzo ball. Fucking
Matzo
fantastic
ball
soup.
soup's good.
It's a good soup.
Never had it.
Never.
You gotta go to the diner. Get
I'm not,
yourself.
I'm not a big soup guy.
Get yourself a bowl of matzo ball. I'm a big chicken and rice guy. I like miso soup too. Very
Oh,
underrated
miso soup's
soup.
good.
French onion. That's another one. I just like
French
it.
onion's good.
I
Fuck,
just-
dude.
I just like it because it's like a big glob of cheese over it. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with this.
All right, everybody, that's it for the Nerd Soup podcast today.
Someone just tweeted at me and said, I think Nerd Soup Monkey and Teddy Nerd Soup should have a boxing match.
I'm in for that. Oh my god.
Kickstarter?
I'd fucking kill you.
Yeah, that would not. You guys are not in the same.
I tapped Teddy out once, and like the next time we wrestled, he fucking just grabbed my toe and just fucking bent it sideways.
I did.
He tapped you out.
Yeah, when we were kids.
How old?
It was
Like
high school,
8th
college. Not eighth grade.
How old were you?
I don't know. I don't remember you tapping me out actually.
It's like high school, college. Remember when I punched you in the face?
Yeah.
On accident. It wasn't on purpose.
You know what it is? You bring things to like 5 when they're really calm, and
No,
then
it's
I
like
need
one
to
of the-
bring it to like
It's
12.
like one of those Teddy look outs. I just fucking punched him in the jaw on accident.
You know, hence the conversation we had. There was no call for no one cares to me as I'm talking. Disrespectful.
Yeah, you guys both are just annoying. I'll have to get Marissa here for the next one.
You guys are impossible for
Marissa and
times.
Stu. Now that's a podcast.
That's not bad. I kind of want to watch that.
All right, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll be
Follow
back.
me on Teddy Nerd Soup.
Okay, there's your plug.
I've gotten like 10 followers. It's not really getting out there.